Recently, the developers of GPO have said they are done with One Piece content and they want to move on to OC original content. And initially, my opinion was that this is bad and this is something they shouldn't do. And because the reason was I wanted to see a One Piece game be actually a One Piece game. But after so far and so thinking, I have realized that maybe it is better if they go with the original route. And let me explain why. So before I thought, man, why do these developers always want to do original content? It's just gonna end up like Shindo Life, where they'll start adding Marvel and the stuff Marvel characters to their game. Now I was thinking, yeah, and today I was thinking, man, okay, but that means that they avoid DMCA takedowns. So if GPO, as big as it is, it always has the big looming risk of being taken down, like Shindo Life. When it was taken, Shindo Life initially was, I think it was called Shinobi Life 2, and then they had to change its name to Shindo Life, and they had to completely change everything about the game to be not Naruto-like instead, and that was a whole different change. And as a whole, I've realized that maybe to avoid DMCA it is important. So I realized that you cannot really just take entirety of One Piece and add it to the One Piece unless you want to keep the game small, which GPO it has like 13k 15k without the update, and when the update comes it's probably gonna have 30 to 40k, and it's a paid game, so it's kind of like, imagine it not being paid. So there's also the looming risk of DMCA, the game being brought down, and that's a big problem. And if you can see on the screen currently, we have Sang CSN and Fiagueras that says they both asked the community basically the 20th of January to 2022, do you want more canon One Piece? And then most people said that they wanted more One Piece content. But pretty much I've realized that really people want it, but Benir himself said, as you can see on screen, he wants to move on to original things because it prevents a DMC takedown, makes more uniqueness and other stuff. And we already have this original content stuff like the Valentine Island, the Halloween Island, the Winter Island, Kraken armor, Krakens in general. There's really just one Kraken in One Piece and they don't look like that. What else? Like, there's not really much, and they've changed everything so the game doesn't seem as One Piece like anymore. So yes, I believe to avoid DMCA, this is the smart thing to do to keep the game up and not get deleted, because it's either we have a short-term One Piece like game, or we have a kind of a mix between them, and hopefully they can make OC content, original content inspired by actually One Piece, hopefully, rather than just starting to add just random stuff like Shindo Life did, because that's not if you're gonna do original content, at least stick to the pirate theme, right? So add like just anything pirates really have to avoid copyright. I'd say that's the smart move. But as a whole, yes, the developers seems like they want to move on from One Piece and they're starting to go the original content route. And I feel like when games get big in Roblox, they can't be anime inspired anymore, because there's always the looming risk of DMCA. And that's gonna happen for any game that gets big. I mean, let's say a Dragon Ball big game gets super big, like at the size of Shindo, where it has like 100k and it's free, let's say. It always has the risk of getting brought down by the copyright holders of Dragon Ball. And the Japanese laws and stuff, they don't really allow copyright. You cannot even use music from theirs. You gotta use just look at what Nintendo does. Look at Toei Animations. They just want to bring you down if you use their copyrighted stuff. So that's why I say it's very risky with anime content related stuff. So as a whole, I believe we should be doing more inspired anime games. So like let's say Deepwoken Murmur is kind of like Haki, especially Ardor Hami. So you can just change it up, not actually make an exact copy, rather than trying to. You should make it inspired, but you should not make it literally straight up just One Piece and like putting Sanji, Luffy, everything into the game. As much as I want it to be One Piece related, it cannot be due to DMCA. But that's all. Peace out.